Good morning, sky gazers. I'm RJ MuTTaylor, and this is The Moon and the Stars. I'm your host. I'm here with Dr. Clarice Barrett and her friend Rebecca, and they're going to enlighten us as to what's going on with the new moon that's coming up. Is that where we're getting
No,
started?
no,
No?
no.
Oh,
We had that last Sunday. Sorry, guys. That was the new moon, the 23rd. Okay? And it was in Leo.
okay.
And so we already did a segment on that. Sorry
Now
about
it's the
that.
old moon
Yeah.
you're going to tell us about.
But today the moon is in Virgo. And
Virgo.
so,
That's
yeah.
me.
So Virgo is the detailed sign, the methodical sign, the analyzing sign. And so the color is green today. If everybody's been paying attention to Facebook, the moon changes vibrations and its color frequencies every 2 to 2.5 days, and there's a color contributed to every planet and moon sign. And so it can increase your energies, it can increase the laws of attraction, how people can come with you. Please pay attention to that, and I report that every 2 to 2.5 days of the changing of the moon. And anyway, I'm
It's
Dr.
on your
Clarice.
Facebook page, right?
Yes. And
Okay.
so anyway, everybody, I'm Dr. Clarice. Most people know me that, but I'm also, for your information, I'm also a healer and a mystic.
Well,
I have a degree in metaphysical sciences and physics. So,
I'm showing everybody where it is on your page that you post that. Hold on.
okay,
You might have to scroll a little bit. Okay, here we are.
right
Here
there.
we go. The colors green, tans, Ochre. What is that? Ochre. What is that?
It's kind of hard to pronounce, but it's a mixture of greens, like an olives and stuff like that.
Okay. Ochre,
Yeah.
Carmel, Virgo Moon, July 25th and 26th.
Yes.
Okay.
And this is the things that Virgo rules, because it rules that part of your body at the same time for that day.
Okay. And they can just click your name, Clarice Barrett, on Facebook,
Yes.
and pop right on there. All right.
Great.
All right. Keep going.
All right. Anyway, today, guys, my company's name is Awakenings, and I try and bring knowledge to your benefit. Um, this is what the world does not want you to have. This is why it's called the forbidden knowledge. That doesn't mean that it's wrong knowledge. It just means that this has been kept from you for your own benefit. The powers that be uh, feel that you put them in office to control and do everything for you. You don't need to think for yourself at all. And they keep you kind of dumbed down. And so I'm bringing what the knowledge is that they have kept secret, but what also got them into the position of power that has been for thousands and thousands of years. And so the more you awaken to what the esoteric knowledge is, and that's in physics, spirituality, and it can awaken you. And this is what we're in right now as far as the energies on this planet. We are in the last 18 years of the age of Pisces before going into the age of Aquarius. But we've been in the influence of the age of Aquarius since 1857. This is why for all the high technology and all knowledge is being revealed. The veil to hidden knowledge is being revealed. And that's what the age of Aquarius is also about too. I'm going to temporarily give you just a quick basics. There's a lot to it, but I'll make it very simple as fast as I can, so that when the topic I'm going to speak about this morning, so you can wrap your minds around it, and that is, how does astrology work and the difference in astrology. Now, the astrology that I use is what I call the Lord's language. Everything was created in physics. This universe takes care of itself.
You're kind of sliding to the right. You got to slide a little closer to Rebecca.
Okay, sorry. All right. All right.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Now, this knowledge is very important because everything in this universe, right down to the human, is controlled by the planets in the universe. Our universe in the third dimension is only two energies. One's positive, one's negative. And everything is programmed into a live matrix. And your universe, in our universe in the third dimension, has 88 constellations to it. This is one huge, gigantic clock that people are not aware of. And the 12 constellations is the center of this clock. This is why history repeats itself, because of the 12 constellations, each one has a different representation of what it rules and what it controls in our life. And so everything is programmed, but you have a interactive, it's a live living program. You can play into this by how you respond to things in your life. So this is
exactly.
It's free will.
Yeah.
But guess what, guys? This program too was cause and effect. So if you don't stay positive, you don't try and improve, because this planet is all about learning and your development into your spiritual form, then it also does the opposite. So please pay attention. It's very important. All your thoughts, your actions, your deeds, anything you put out into the universe, it's all electrical vibrations. It will biofeed back onto you. And so be very careful, especially this next coming month. We have 5 planets that's going to be retrograde, along with 2 eclipses, moon and sun, which bring about major changes. And so, and last night I got hit by a lot of clients. So I can tell you, Mercury was supposed to go retrograde by the 1st of August, and Uranus. But guess what, guys? It's already hit. And I've been finding that time has been speeding up, and it's about 3 to 4 days ahead of time. And so it's already hitting. So to get through this next 8 weeks, don't make major decisions. Just sit back and collect information of what you want to do on everything. Also, be careful in your speech, because that ruling communications, Mercury rules communication, transportation, all electronics. Don't mess with your computers. Don't download anything. But if you have not backed up your computer, do so today real quick, because this energy is now already in effect. And Uranus came right along with it. Boom, right at the same time. And Uranus is sudden, unexpected events, out of control events. But the most important part also is Saturn. And this is what I wanted to speak about real quick, because the situations that when I got home last night and I got hit by so many clients, it was unreal.
Yeah, give us a little generalization. What's going on?
Okay, Saturn is the karma planet. And Saturn has been retrograde since the 1st of April. It does not go back direct until August 25th.
How has this been affecting the people, though? What?
Okay, let me explain.
All right.
If you have not been responsible, if you have not been methodical on all your actions, your deeds, and control your own emotions, and if you played into it, then karma will come and be judged after August 25th. If you have been responsible on all your conduct and your responsibility, it will reward you. If you have not, then justice will come, and you will not like the consequences when the justice comes back around on karma. Many people have heard about karma of the universe. Now, what you put out comes back. Yes, but that is controlled by the planet Saturn. Okay, guys? So be very careful. And so just stay calm. Do not play into any negativity. I don't care what anybody says. Do not respond. Because this energy is so explosive right now with these 5 planets. We got Pluto. We got Neptune. We got Saturn.
My general response has been, I have no response to that.
Exactly.
On almost everything.
Yeah. So, mum's the word, guys. Don't play into this energy. And by the middle of September, this energy will be over with. Stay calm, stay patient, and you'll get through it. But if you respond to it, it's going to be very explosive. I even told my clients, even in class, because I teach the ancient mystery classes once a month, this energy is so intense that you can be in a parking lot, you can be driving, and somebody gets in an argument with you, or cuts you off, or whatever. They may get out and have a gun with them.
Yeah.
So
let them have the parking space. Just let them have it.
Yes, yes. So do not play into this energy. I don't care how right you feel you are in your stance. Do not play into it, even in your relationships or friends or anything else. Please do not do that.
Rebecca, how has this recent energy been for you? Have you been encountering panic?
I've been pretty much being by myself and just focusing, and I pray every single night, and whenever I have a clear thought, to just bring love and understanding into my world so that I can stay happy. Because I have a tendency to feel everybody's pain, and then I want to react, and I that's not good for me. I want to be happy and glad that I'm alive and breathing and see this beautiful world.
So you've been kind of laying low also and sticking to yourself and just kind of avoiding the.
No, I go up to the pool and I visit with friends up there, and I just try to stay more positive and focused so that all good energy comes back to me. And now it makes more sense after what Dr. Clarice just said. Because if you bring all this good stuff back into you by September, I won't have any bad karma, and then I can focus on some new endeavor or something wonderful that I need to do in my life.
Good. So you're keeping it cool.
Yeah, she's been one of my great students.
Yeah. It's good.
I listen to Dr. Clarice because you know what? I have bought into such negativity for so many years, and I feel all the pain, and she's helping me kind of like give you don't hold it in, feel it, and then just move
Let
on.
it go, right? Yeah, yeah. And rise above it and get around it, whichever
Yes.
road you got to take, and leave it behind and just keep moving.
That's one of my hardest things I've ever had to do and learn.
Yeah, it is hard.
Yep. I just love her. I'm so thankful for finding her. Or a friend of mine found her for me. And
Well, that's how it all goes. We have to, we
it's been a godsend, an absolute
have
godsend.
to share the good things.
Yeah. I'm just so much happier. I know my life purpose now.
Wow, that's fantastic.
It took me, I'm not going to tell you how old I am, but it took me that many years to figure it out.
Is it too private to ask you what your life purpose is? You brought it up, and now I'm curious.
Well, I think it's to explain with what Dr. Clarice's Dr. Clarice's knowledge is, and it's really enjoyable to watch people's reaction because so many people have a negativity on astrology and what the Bible is, and that's been the biggest issue I think that I've always had my entire life.
Yeah.
I've always felt that astrology is so important.
Yeah.
And in my life, and everybody always told me that that's the devil, and that's wrong, and I've never felt that.
Yeah.
I've always felt that that's where I need to look for answers is in the stars.
It gives you the knowledge, a different kind of knowledge. I mean, that isn't taught really in schools. It's sort of almost a life manual. I keep likening it to starting. For me, it's computers. That's how my mind thinks. So sort of like when you understand the software. It just, you know, so many, you know, everything seems so out of control, and this kind of shows you that there really is a rhythm and a pattern and a map. It's sort of like getting a map. You know, before you might get to your destination without one, but isn't it better to have a map so you know where you're going?
Yes, you have less quicksand pits to fall into and have to restart all over and be making mistakes.
Mm-hmm.
It helps you get through the jungle.
Absolutely.
Because you learn to flow with the planets of the universe, of the electrical vibration that it puts on the planet. And how that happens is that each planet has, due to its size and volume, has a rotation. And that rotation gives off electrical energy. So much so that it gives off electrical tones of music notes. And so this comes onto the planet. It is part of God's programming. Everything in this third dimension is programmed. This is why even God can prophesy with prophecies and so on and so forth. It's his programming. Do you take him out of the equation? No. But he will help guide you through this knowledge. But he's always there. You never take him or Christ out of the equation. And this is what other types of astrology in the New Testament was talking about. But please, 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 check out who you're following. That is the most important. I don't care what knowledge it is. Be sure that that person is correct and is knowledgeable and is on the right path. Now, I feel that a true astrologer or a person in my position has to be born into it. Not something that they found along their way and say, oh, this is a great knowledge. Oh, and this I could maybe make money off of. And then they start teaching it because they don't have the correct knowledge.
Yeah.
Those who have the correct knowledge are on the spiritual realm, and also they've been born and prepared with this knowledge. And so it's a given gift. I feel very fortunate, very honored, and very humble with it. And I do not take anything that I say or what I project to you from my own assumptions. Anything I have to say, you can check out for yourself and verify. And that's what I like about all of it. And what I'm trying to do for people is the age of Pisces was about spirituality. The age of Aquarius is about physics, knowledge, science, and coming together as a group. I combine those two, and to find the truth, you have to combine the truth. You cannot throw the baby out with the bathwater in our new knowledge, but to learn and seek how they're interrelated. Everything is interrelated from the beginning, present, and end. It makes a 360-degree circle. So if it does not make that 360-degree circle, it's incorrect. But I have not only my degree, I'm a healer, I'm a mystic. A mystic carries all of the ancient knowledge, astrophysics, physics.
All right, well,
all of that. So
give me some practical advice for the rest of the week. We're not really, sometimes on Thursdays, I try to tell people the best ways to survive the weekend.
Okay.
We're not there yet, so.
Okay. Just be aware that as of yesterday, Mercury and Uranus is joining the other 3 planets that are retrograde. They're going to have to stay very calm, be very methodical, and also sit down and write notes, because with Uranus, okay, in the sign of Aquarius, those who have Aquarius sun, Aquarius moon, Aquarius rising, okay, that is the higher octave of Mercury. And so Mercury rules all forms of communications, transportation, electronics. Don't buy anything during that time. It's the planet of being a trickster. Please, you can go to my website.
Did you say don't buy anything?
Yeah, don't buy any electronics during this time period.
Shoot, I'm going to get a new car cam.
Well, if you do, I realize the world cannot stop on a dime for the next 8 weeks, basically, because it has an influence for 8 weeks. But if you should have to sign contracts, do any business dealings, be sure to back it all up. You know, not only email, but text, make a phone call, back things up. Do not just accept or assume that everything's been taken care of. Everything has to be methodical during this time period. And should you have to sign contracts, then make sure all your I's and T's are dotted. Make sure the fine print that you're reading and everything is clear for your understanding. Other than that, when you're communicating with your friends, with your loved ones right now and in the world, I just want love, 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 and be nice, 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 and not say anything negative. Do not correct anybody, because the energies are so volatile that the person will defend themselves, and then there's a fight. And so it's very intense energies, right, guys, right now. And the eclipses that are coming bring about major changes. There'll be changes to the world. There'll be changes in the government. There'll be changes in people's relationships. Also with Pluto is retrograde along with this time period, which is the planet of death and rebirth. So at the end of August, what is in place will be your future for the next 6 years. And so eclipses are months and years. Lunar eclipse, the time period it takes for the transition to transpire will turn into months. And so this time it'll be for 4 months, the effect. The sun eclipse, the time period that it takes for the eclipse to turn into years. And so this time the effect will be for 6 years. But what is in place after that will be your future. Anything that is not meant to be in the future will be replaced from now until then, and will be taken out of your life. So if people have not been your best friends, don't tell them they're not your best friends anymore. Just go about your own way. You're just not a match. And so, and that's including mates of all kinds, you know. I have people who are getting divorced, thinking about leaving their mates and everything else right now.
It's not a good time to divorce?
No, it really isn't. But with Uranus retrograde, it can happen anyway through a fight, you know, sudden unexpected things that are out of your control. But right now, I don't care how severe the event is, please just look at it as a bump in the road, accept it and move on, but stay positive. Because tomorrow is always a new day. Next month is always a new day.
Let me ask you this. How about finances? I mean, I know it's not a good time to start new things, so that actually puts me at kind of a disadvantage. I've been waiting, I have been literally waiting to bring some new products and some new supplements and some new ideas. There's a new company that I'm kind of putting together, and has a lot to do with wellness and healing.
Right.
But I'm very concerned about the timing of my launch. But at the same time with that, there's financial decisions to be made, honestly, and finances that need to come in. So of course, I want to launch in order to start to replenish some of the resources that I put out to make this happen.
Yes.
You know, I put out a lot, and now it's time for me, as the bills come,
Yeah.
it's time for me to replenish. But yet, I really don't want to be launching anything at the wrong time. So how do you juggle those balls?
I wouldn't do it any sooner than September 5th, I'm sorry to say.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. But you're making your cake right now. You're preparing to make your cake.
Yeah, I am preparing right now. So I'm taking my my remedy. Actually, it's called Remedy 4, and I'm taking 4 of my Miracle Moringa pills.
Yeah.
And, but it looks like I'll be well, it's good because at least I'm testing it out real good for everyone. So before anyone can have any,
Right.
the effects will be known because
Yes.
I am my own test subject.
Yeah, so right now you're preparing your cake. You get your cake done, and then you can start eating it.
Well, sharing it. Looks
Yeah,
like I'll be eating my own cake for a while.
yeah, okay.
All right.
Because otherwise, what happens during a Mercury retrograde? You redo and you redo. It makes you start off with a false start, and then you're finding yourself having to redo things. And oh, this part of the recipe is not working, this and that and that.
Yeah.
And so it gives you a false start. And the energy during a Mercury retrograde is negative. People, even the people that you're talking to, are affected by Mercury retrograde. Most people who have Gemini, Virgo, or the number 5 in their numerology are affected by Mercury retrograde. Mercury retrograde affects the planet more than any other planet.
Don't I know it?
Yeah, okay? And those who are affected by Mercury retrograde, it doesn't have to just be your sun sign, it can be in your chart at any point, just like Rebecca. She has Virgo in her chart. It's not her sun sign, but she has it in her chart, so it affects her. And it affects everybody every 90 days. It affects the planet.
I'd like to talk a little bit about some of the things that we can do, to counteract some of these effects. And I do want to talk a bit about your Fuego healing sound kits and changing the vibrations, because not only, color therapy is absolutely one way of sort of combating the negativity, but also getting yourself aligned and balanced. I know is another way. And so can we talk a little bit about that?
Yes, the Fascio Healing Sound Kit is a free kit. You guys can check in on it. I also have a couple articles of what this energy is about and its connection to this energy right now with the Age of Aquarius.
Since I have your website up also, so you're saying that on your website there's let's see, we have poem about the Blu-rays, the esoteric knowledge, bio. You click more, and then we have when you click more, there's free articles. There's several articles that are for a price, but there's several, especially for the beginners. You should really come in here into the books and articles and click on free articles. It's the second.
And that's where the Mercury retrograde is if people want to click into.
Okay, let's see them do it. Okay, yeah. Free article number 1, Mercury retrograde.
Yes.
2017. Say that 10 times.
Yeah.
Mercury retrograde 2017, the laws of attraction, the second one, and the bonus free article, the cosmic code. Fabulous. Free, people. And come back and get your chart done and maybe buy something too. But this information will get you started, and it will help keep you safe.
And please pay attention. Please come back, because after Mercury goes back direct, me and RJ will be putting up some more new free articles for your benefit and for your knowledge.
Fantastic. And do know that they are free for non-commercial and personal use.
Yes. And please check out my books. Also, the first 8 of my books is the Ancient Mystery Series. It answers everything from the beginning to the end of time.
Okay, and as much as I like everybody comfortable, you're kind of falling out of the box here. Sit up. Sit up. You, Dr. Clarice.
I'd like to show this diagram here real quick.
You're falling out of frame.
Sorry.
There you go. In the good light.
Yeah, there you go.
There you go. Beautiful.
I'd like to show everybody this, if it can be seen.
Yeah, that's something we might have to post to the website. I don't know if they can see it real well.
Okay.
It's a little hard over cam. Oh wait, but it's a lighting. A little further back. Right there.
Okay. Can you see it?
Sort of.
Okay. We'll post it, later at some date. But what this is a diagram of our universe. And guess what, guys? In the center here, very center, is our galaxy. We are the center of the galaxy. And also what we are the center of, also where the Great Pyramid of Egypt is, the largest pyramid, is actually directly center of our Earth. It also points directly to the center of our galaxy. And we are the center of the universe. Everything rotates around Earth and our galaxy. This is how special we are.
We're the center of the universe?
Yes.
I mean, I know I am, but, you know.
So our planet and our galaxy is the center of the universe.
Okay.
So I think that's pretty cool. And it not only comes down to our galaxy and the Earth, then it's also right back to the center of the galaxy as far as pointing direct center in mathematics. So I think that is the most coolest thing that people are not aware of. And this is how the codes are. And this knowledge was not to be revealed until this time. And that's in the book of Daniel, chapter 12, verse 4 through 9. And not until man's knowledge increased where they could wrap their mind around it. And so this is why this knowledge is just now coming about for people to awaken to and to experience and to gain their own individuality, gain their control and power of their mind, to be able to use these technologies for the benefit of their independency and to improve their health, improve their mind, improve their spirit, and also to be able to transcend in the future with your energies to your future energies of the different dimensions in life, so that you can also transcend. Now, those that are in power don't want you to have that. You put them in power. They feel they know the best for you. But guess what? They're only on politics and money.
Yeah.
They aren't for your well-being or of your spiritual soul or development. And so this is what information they want to keep away from you is from that. So it's like everyone taking that are on this planet due to them. It's like them trying to take everybody to a bridge and they want you to jump off all together at the same time and do as they tell you. And like I said, they're not spiritual beings. They're not for enlightenment of your behalf or your well-being, whether it's present in your body, in your mind, or even in your soul as far as future development if you want to go on in life with your energy. Because you cannot destroy energy. Whether it's positive or negative, energy cannot be destroyed. And so we want to keep that on the positive angle, and so that you can also have the most benefit for your well-being all the way around. This is what this website and this interviewing that me and RJ are bringing to the people is all about health and well-being and bringing knowledge to everybody in different directions. We'll be speaking about many different topics.
And giving you the tools that you need so that you can participate in these things.
Yes.
That's
yes.
You know, you can sit back and do nothing and just kind of, you know,
right.
Leave it to the weather and the wind and just kind of get blown where, you know, like a paper bag in the wind.
Right.
This is actually, you know, where you can become interactive with your own life and take some control. And
yes. Gain your power back, yes.
Yeah, and moving the energy, both internally and externally, so that, you know, you can really live a better life. You know, it's amazing that you know, I love the serenity pair. God grant me the serenity to accept the things that I cannot change, the courage to change the things that I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. And that's such a good one because, you know, and it's surprising, you know, what you think you can control is sort of, I'm finding as my education continues, are not the things that I could control at all, the way that I thought that I could.
Right.
And it's much more subtle. It's a much more subtle way of moving the energy. It's quieter actually.
Yes, because you can't
Um,
control the world. You can't control events. You can't
no,
control
but
other
you
people.
but you can
You can
control
only control
yourself.
your own responses, how you respond.
Yeah, but you can control yourself in ways that you never knew that you could, and then once you do, make those changes and make those adjustments and sort of start participating with life on that level, things change. You change, people change around you. It's amazing what you can control. So just when you're like, well, you can't control anything,
Right.
well, that's true, but it's also, there's a dichotomy where that's not true. It's true and it's not true at the same time, and which I suppose is confusing. But once you start learning all this stuff, you can realize that there is more than one truth sometimes, even simultaneously.
Yes.
Not just the truth, the truth. Everybody wants the truth, but I go, everybody kind of has their own truth, even. So there's not. It's not just one, and it's not. It is a little confusing, but
Right.
recommend it. It actually makes sense.
Okay. Go back to my fascio tones on the website, please.
Okay.
I'll speak on that a little briefly. We will go more into detail Thursday night on that.
Okay. You click on that and
Right.
you download the kit.
Yeah.
Quite a bit in there. There's a couple of articles, right, explaining it,
Yes.
and
Yes.
then there's some actual sound files that
Yes.
that actually play these.
Yeah.
Explain.
For people to relate, this is the sounds of the crystal bowls, guys. And the correct name for it is fascio tones. They are connected to the universe. They are connected to your energy vortexes of your chakras. And when you pay attention to this, it will realign all the electrical components in your body. It's like a tuning fork. This is how it heals. And so it is a free, and if you do this with your meditations every morning, or at least try and do this once a day or every other day, it will keep you aligned in your chakras.
You know what, Dr. Clarice, I'd like to try this. I've never really tried to play any of the tones over.
Okay, let's try it.
Let me know if you can hear them. I have them in order.
Yes.
The 174 through 963.
Yes.
Is there a particular tone that you'd want me to play?
Well, the 528
Uh-huh.
is the universal tone, and that represents the word love. And it is the correct tone of the universe. That's 528 of the universe. That represents the heart chakra.
Heart chakra. Okay. Let's see. Move this over here. Can you see my screen? The whole everything that I'm doing, or just your website?
Just my website so far.
Okay. Bear with me.
All right.
Can you hear that on your end?
Yes. A little choppy. People would need to turn up their volume when they went to play these.
On this end, it's pretty loud.
Yeah. This will realign your heart and clear out any negativity in your heart. And readjust it. It's like a tuning fork, like when you're playing an instrument and you fine tune it to play the right notes. The same thing happens in your body. And what people don't realize is because of the magnetic energy that their bodies produce on a daily basis, it also will collect negative energy when you're out and about.
What I've started doing, because I find it a little bit annoying on its own,
Yeah.
is I'll go ahead and play other music kind of on, I'm actually I guess I'm layering my own music now. I didn't know I was going to be doing that, but
Right.
for example, I'll combine it with drum music.
Yeah, the 900 frequency is the crown chakra. That would be the combination of what you're playing there from the root chakra to the heart chakra. All drums represent the
Well, again, this is kind of what I get going, how I start my day with my green tea.
Yeah.
And just get myself tuned up. You can tune yourself. As a matter of fact, there actually is, if you don't have all of this stuff, because you don't have the computers, and you don't have, because I guess these are the sounds of the crystal bowls you were saying, right?
Right.
There actually are tuning forks.
Yes.
And I was going to, yeah, I'm in line to buy a set where you just,
Yeah, because see, what people don't realize real quick, babe, is that your body, the physical body, your real body is electricity. And so there's 10,000 volts of DC electricity going through your body. And there's 7 chakras, energy vortexes that control different parts of the body. And so these connect with those, and you're like an instrument, and it fine-tunes back into work. And it helps with not only your clear thinking, but also illnesses, health, your thinking, positiveness. It fine-tunes everything back into what it should be back to the beginning of the time you were born.
wow.
Okay? When you were born, all your chakras were in line. So it brings you right back and realigns everything. It's like a piano or an instrument. Off tune, you make mistakes, and there's illnesses that can transpire. This brings you back, retunes everything.
You do chakra balancing sessions, don't you?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, that might be something people should really look into, just for, looking at yourself. And occasionally, it's funny because you take your car in for a tune-up, and we know now Rebecca's gonna have to do it. She's gonna have to keep her snazzy haircut trimmed. So you gotta keep your hair trimmed. So what we don't get taught is how to realign and how to balance our chakras, and they do. It's sort of like, I guess it's like balancing your wheels on your car or something,
Right, and which I have a very good meditation CD by Professor Stacy Dean, professor in this knowledge that CD, and you have a copy of that. And later on, guys, I will be putting that on my website. This knowledge is so vast. I can't begin to tell you how vast this knowledge is. So it's taking me a long time to put all this stuff on the website, but I'm getting there, guys. Hang in there. I'll have new stuff for you all the time, and things that's going to be a great benefit to you.
Well, in the meanwhile, I will encourage them to go ahead and make an appointment.
Right, exactly.
A lot of it's too much. A website really can't teach you all this.
Right. And I do the chakra balancing for $95.
Yeah.
A 2-hour session.
Yeah, because it's very personal to that's why the star charts are so important, because
Right. And once I walk them through it and do a cleansing with them and show how this is all done, they can take it from there. They don't have to come back to me every single time. I'm just a teacher to show them how to go about it, give them the tools, they can take it from there. And that's what I try to be as a teacher. I try and not make people codependent upon me, but I try and make them independent and be able to stand strong on their own 2 feet with the knowledge that I give them. And that's what a true teacher is supposed to be about. Okay. Now I just want to touch base this on this real quick. This will be on my website too eventually. But once again, I'm not doing anything under a Mercury retrograde, guys.
All right.
And Sunday was my ancient mystery class, and I revealed the astrology codes in the Bible.
Again, you're going to have to get a little closer to Rebecca. You keep kind of fading.
Okay, sorry.
Okay.
Okay.
You guys are friends.
The picture of me and Rebecca is very small in my corner, so I keep missing on that. So sorry about that. Anyway, this is a 6-page report. 35% of the Bible is astronomical code. And so this is very important knowledge. It is God's language. It is his physics. He created everything to take care of itself, right down to the human being. You have 139 hormones that work automatically in your body. Everything's been programmed to take care of itself. So if a person, for their own healing, keeps their immune system up, eats properly, keeps a positive tone in their attitude, it takes care of itself. And I find that so amazing, because that's the programming. You know, and so this will be on the website too, and I reveal everything in there. But the New Testament talks against astrology, and that was only because they're not seeking. They're only going by the one little scripture. They don't know the whole contents of the canon. And that was people who do not believe in God or Christ. And so they're misled.
Yeah.
Because of this knowledge.
I think the difficulty is, there's the people who, go ahead and thump it pretty hard and just take it word for word. And then there's the people that just kind of don't. And I think everybody has, challenges with the fact that everybody knows that it's been reinterpreted so many times.
Well, because you also have a bunch of people, honey, okay, that have taken this knowledge. They like the technology, but they take it and they misuse it without any really formal education about it.
I also think they rewrite it to their convenience.
Exactly. But esoteric astrology is the beginning from the tree of life. It is the real deal. It is truth. And it is called esoteric. That is the spiritual astrology. Now, others take this information like any other technologies that are out there. Oh, this sounds really great. I'm going to get into this. And they misuse it and they misteach it. And so be very careful, guys, on that. I understand why the Bible says on the other side. But also, too, what I want to bring to your attention, when that was recorded in the canon, in the New Testament, that was under the Roman Empire, guys. And the Roman Empire was trying to create the one world order. One thought, one religion, one everything. And so they did not want you having control of your mind or anything else that would give you guidance. The one world order was take control and trying to get everybody to believe in the Catholic religion. And so even people at that time period, which a lot of people don't realize, people were actually being killed that did not go along with the Catholic. And so it's very important knowledge for people if they want to gain control of their life. But it does not replace God and Christ. I look at this as his language, his guidance. And they'll see in this article, and I have it even in biblical scripture, that it was a talk between Job in the Bible and God. And God was asking him many different questions, and Job was questioning him. And he says that he gave guidance, and that the stars and the planets are signs for you to go by, and that they have dominion over the earth, and it has dominion over us also. So it helps guide us. He helps give you guidance if you want to pay attention, but you never take him out of the equation.
Very good. All right. So, any Last bits of practical advice back down here on Earth.
I she has answered so many questions that I've had for decades on my feelings of all of this have all just come full circle and have answered everything. Now I understand so much about myself. It's amazing the information that my grandparents gave me, over 40 years ago. And they've been gone in my life for almost that amount of time. And this is just unbelievable for me. I can't even tell you.
Wow. Around here we say believable, not unbelievable.
Oh, unbelievable.
It's believable.
It's believable, but I'm
Believable. We're being positive.
the negativity that I've gone through for this many years to make me doubt who I am and what I'm here for has now erased it. I feel so much better.
That's fantastic.
I know.
I'm happy for you.
You have no idea, RJ, how wonderful the last few weeks since I've met her, 2 months.
Oh,
I am now in control
nice.
of my life, and I feel so where I want to live again.
Yeah, your whole energy is so much lighter.
Oh,
Yes,
I want to live again.
She has even been reunited with her daughter, which
Yes.
had been estranged from.
Really? Wow, fantastic. I
And
could.
my 3 gorgeous grandsons.
Congratulations.
Very, very happy.
Yes.
Yeah, your whole energy, you're glowing. Wow, that's fantastic. Very nice. All right, kids.
I
We
think
can
this
wrap it up.
Session, honey.
Huh?
I think it's been a good session.
I think so.
Everybody, please go to my website. I got so much information there, and there's going to be more information as we go. And like I said, this knowledge is very vast, so please be patient with me, because this costs me money also, guys. So it takes time to get all this stuff up. And
Okay.
I try not to do anything as far as computer-wise or technologies and stuff during a Mercury retrograde, because I just find myself, because I got 45 years experience with it, I end up having to redo it. I'm having to redo things. So this is all a time of preparation. I'm getting everything together. So by the middle of September, I'll have a whole bunch of new stuff up, and we can go from there, and we can get through this. But there's a lot of information there. Please check it out.
Enough. And in the meanwhile, if you do have any specific questions or you want to make an appointment with Dr. Clarice, you can see that her
I have that on my website too, and on my
Awakening.
Could I just say one thing when you get a chance?
yeah.
There was something that Dr. Clarice said to me, or said in the beginning here, that by August, if you've got great feelings and wonderful thoughts, and you project this, you're going to have 6 years of wonderful things happen back to you.
Yeah.
That's what I'm taking away from today with this information. So try to stay focused on positive, wonderful things. So for 6 years, wonderful, happy things will start in your life. That's what I want to share with people.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
But right on my website, everybody look at the top there, click in for private reading information, go there. It gives you all my pricing and how to contact me right here on my front page. You can email me or call me.
Yeah, and I was going to say, as long as we're going to, keep doing these little chat sessions, if anybody has any specific questions that they'd like us to cover on here, it's awakenings888@gmail. And go ahead and lay your questions on us, and we'll try to answer them right here.
Exactly. I have no problems with that. I can answer to most questions. And if I do not know something, give me time. I will investigate it and give you the answer.
We'll find out.
Yeah, we'll find out. Okay?
Perfect. Well, thanks for joining me today, and we'll be talking again real soon.
Okay, everybody. Blessings. Namaste. Stay calm. Don't play into any of the negative energies, please. Love you all. See you next time.